I'm your, men- I'm your mentor at Vaga Academy and I'll be taking a demo for Olympiad Science. So, are you excited, Rahul?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so let's start with the class. Okay, the topic for today that we are going to cover is our universe. Okay, so starting with a very common question, what is the biggest thing seen? Because you would,
What do you think is the biggest thing you've ever seen?
yes,
It is obviously the universe.
absolutely correct because the universe actually is having all the stuff that you might have ever seen. A universe is made up of planets, of their solar system, many solar systems, all galaxies, supernovas, and it all mixes up to this big chunk which actually has everything in that. So we'll be covering a very small part of it, which will be actually be you know knowing that will help you solve many questions related to Olympiads. So let's start with that. Okay, first of all, the most important part, we're gonna start with sun. Okay, so what gives us light and heat every day?
The sun.
Absolutely correct. Basically, sun is a star, not a planet, which you obviously must be knowing because we live in a solar system. Solar system, if taken by word, would mean that a system of planets which is revolving around the sun, which is a star. There are many solar systems in the entire Milky Way galaxy, which is the galaxy in which we live in, where this our solar system is there, because all the planets everywhere that we have always revolve around the sun, around their own sun, around the star, and that is why they're able to actually function in a way. Okay, so yeah, sun is the closest star to Earth, and why does it look bigger to us than the other stars? Because it's the most closest to us, as we have known, only 8 minutes away from us. Do you know that light takes just 8 minutes 20 seconds to reach from the sun to Earth? So it's this time period is way longer for different stars which are out there in the other parts of the universe. So the main part of the energy that we get on Earth, all the energy that we get is mainly because of the sun. The sun is like the source of all the energy that we have, and there's only survival because of it. So these are some points that you need to remember because we'll be having questions related to that. Okay, coming to the solar system, we have 8 planets from the sun towards the outwards: Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter,
Yes.
Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Okay, yeah. So now you can learn the names of these planets, but you need to know a few facts about them. Mercury is the smallest and the fastest planet. Fastest in the sense that it actually covers the entire revolution around the sun in the most least amount of days, which is just 86 days. Okay.
And it's the most closest planet to the sun, right?
Yeah, because it's the first planet that comes in the solar system because we are going from the sun towards the outward part when we're, mentioning the planets. Okay, coming to the second planet, which is Venus, which is the hottest planet. Don't you have this doubt, Rahel, that why is it the hottest planet when the closest to the sun is Mercury?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Do have a
So it is because of the composition of Venus. Composition, do you understand by the what do you understand by the word composition, Ryan?
uh,
Composition here would mean that what kind of metals, gases, and other minerals is this planet made of? Okay, Venus is made up of sulfur, and sulfur is a very warm mineral, due to which it is the hottest planet in the entire solar system, even if it is at second number and Mercury is the first one. Okay, this is one reason that you need to always remember because most of the time these tricky questions can come that you would just directly think that Mercury is the closest, so it would be the hottest planet. Apparently, that's not how it works. We also have to consider about how a planet is made of. Planets are made up of different kind of metals and different kinds of minerals due to which the composition is made. Okay, yeah. Coming to our home, Earth. Okay, it is made up of like every metal, every mineral that is present in the universe is present on Earth. That is why we have life, and other planets do not. From any kind of metal or mineral that you can think of, it is present on Earth. That is why everything is possible here.
Yeah,
Coming to Mars,
it's the only planet that has life.
yes, but I beg to differ. Only planet in the solar system which has life. Okay, because currently I'd like to just inform you. This is just a GK thing which I'm telling you. Not exactly that's gonna be asked in Olympiads, but you should know it. Is the point is that scientists have actually discovered there are many other planets which might have life in other solar systems actually. Okay,
Okay.
so Earth is the only planet which has life in our solar system. Yeah. Mars is the red planet. Okay, this is one thing you need to know. Okay, one more thing that I need to mention is that since we have 8 planets, the first 4 of them are rock solid, and the other 4 of them are gaseous. It means that Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars have a surface which is rocky. Means you put your feet on that, you are not gonna sink inside or something. It's all flat. You're gonna put your feet on 4 of these planets, you are not gonna sink inside. But the other 4, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, are gaseous planets. These planets do not have a rock hard surface, and you might actually just, if you put your feet on one side of it, if you put your feet on one side of it, it would be like you're coming out of the other side, because there is no proper surface of the entire planet. It's just in a circular shape actually. It's not properly having a rock solid surface. So there's one thing that you need to remember. Okay. Coming to Jupiter, it is the biggest planet in the entire solar system. Also, one more thing is that the biggest storm in the solar system is on Jupiter, the Great Red Spot. Actually, Jupiter is having a red spot at the lower region of it. If you see a picture of it, that red spot is actually a storm that is actually happening on Jupiter. For connection, I'll restart with the path that Jupiter is actually having a great red spot. If you see in a picture, wait a second, if I have the picture added, let me check that. Yes. So you see here, here's a red spot in here. This is actually a storm which is happening here. It's the biggest storm in the entire universe, in the entire checked universe, according to the scientists, that the universe that we have actually figured out, the area that we have seen, the biggest storm is present on Jupiter, and it looks like a red spot on it. Okay, so you can learn this fact as well. So yeah, we understood this part. Now, one very thing is that most probably I do think that you actually remember the order, but still there's a very fun mnemonic to remember it. If you remember the first letters of this sentence, it actually represents the first letter of the planets as well. My very educated mother just served us noodles. M, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Do you know what was the ninth planet before in the solar system?
Pluto.
Exactly. It it was a planet, but in 2006 it was deemed not a planet, a dwarf planet, and was thrown out of the solar system. Because the point is that it is extremely far away from the sun and would take many, like around 2000 years to complete one revolution around the sun. Due to this, the scientists have decided that it is not actually a part of the solar system, but a dwarf planet.
So how did they move Pluto?
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
How did they move Pluto to another solar system?
Yes, there are. Basically, Pluto could be a part of another solar system as well because since it is taking an extremely large revolution around the sun, it could be a part of another solar system also because we have not actually seen it covering one entire revolution till now. Because telescopes have been invented for the last just 200 years, right? Yeah. Okay. So coming to another part, natural objects and the man-made objects in the terms of satellites and the satellites, because I'd like to start that sun has a satellite is the moon. Different planets have, like the sun is having planets which is revolving around it. Planets have their own satellites which are revolving around the planets. These satellites are actually called moons when they're natural, when they're natural, but when they are man-made they're called satellites only. Example of many satellites that you might have, which many kind of these NASA, ISRO, these space agencies actually launch, which are used for different kind of works. Okay, which can be like weather forecasting, which can be knowing for other, for like tracking of different countries about what they're doing. Okay, have you watched Pokhran the movie, Parmanu? Okay, so you can watch that. It is giving you a very good example about how satellites work. So that's one example. So you can say natural objects in the universe, the sun, the moon, planets, stars, yes. The man made objects in the universe, satellites, space stations, and telescopes. Okay, telescopes which are in the which have been in the universe. One of it is the Hubble telescope. It has now been retired, brought back to Earth after serving for at least, I guess, 70 years to the mankind. And when it has been deemed unworking now, so it has been brought back to Earth, but has helped us take so many pictures of the universe, which is helping scientists now. Okay, yeah. Coming to the next part, a few more important parts of the universe: supernova and black hole. Okay, Rahel, what do you know about black holes?
Uh, I don't know yet.
It's all right. It's all right. I can start with that. Black hole. Okay. Basically, when we have a star, okay, every star has a lifetime. Okay, it has a lifetime. After after its life ends, it has two choices: either to become a supernova or a black hole. Okay, it has a choice whether it become a supernova or a black hole. It becomes a supernova when the big stars explode.
Okay.
Okay, and black holes are formed when these big stars compress themselves. They become a very small, tiny place which actually sucks everything inside. Anything that comes near them is sucked inside the black hole. So, after a star's lifetime is over, it either becomes a supernova or it either becomes a black hole. So, it actually depends on many other factors to decide whether to guess, to predict whether a star will become a supernova black hole, but is out of the scope of this lecture. Okay,
And
so something that
I know that the sun was made uh, s- from supernova when a star exploded.
exactly. The sun is expected to form a supernova actually in the future because of the amount of helium it is actually producing after every passing day. It is becoming larger and larger, and the larger the stars are, there's more a probability that they will become supernovas.
Okay.
Yes. So let's start with some questions. The following are some properties of a cosmic event. It is an explosion that occurs at the end of a massive star's life. Okay. It
Supernova.
releases a okay, we'll just consider that it can be a supernova. But let's give some examples. Solar eclipse cannot be that. Big Bang can be. Supernova can be. Meteor shower, no. It releases an enormous amount of energy, often outshining an entire galaxy. Both Big Bang and supernova possible. It can leave behind neutron stars or black holes. Now, at this sentence, when this cosmic event can leave behind black holes, we are deemed to consider that the answer must be supernova option C. Okay? So yeah, that is how you have to solve question. You see one option, you try to check with it, and that's boom, you're gonna do it easily. And in fact, you were able to do it from the first option. So that's very appreciable, Ryle.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, that's absolutely correct. Okay, some celestial bodies are natural and man made. So let us categorize them as natural or man made. ISS. ISS is the International Space Station. Is it natural or man made?
Uh, ISS, the Moon, Hubble Space Telescope, Mars, Saturn.
Yes. Let us start. Let's just go one by one. ISS, which is the International Space Station, is it man made or natural, Rahil?
It's man-made.
Absolutely. So A option cannot be correct. You look at B, it is man made, can be. C option cannot be. D option cannot be. So we are only left with B option. We don't actually have to check the other options. Anyways, we'll just check it for the time being. The moon, it is natural. Hubble Space Telescope, it is man made.
Man-made. Mars and
Yes.
Saturn
Are
are natural.
natural. Yes. So we did not actually have to check. It is option B. By just one option, checking one option, we're able to categorize all of them. Okay. So absolutely B is correct. Let's go to the next question. The following are the characteristics of a planet in the solar system. It is the largest planet in the solar system. We do not
Jupiter.
actually need to check any other option. Yes, it is
It's
Jupiter.
Jupiter.
But every question is there to teach you something. So let us look at this third thing. It has at least 79 known moon, including Ganymede. I know that it is very impossible that you might know this, but we should learn from every question because in the practice you were able to guess it from the first option itself. You don't know whether they'll be giving that first option in the exam. So let's learn from every question. Every new fact is gonna add on to your should be added on in your dictionary. Okay, so we should
Okay.
know that now that Jupiter has 79 known moons, including Ganymede. Because solving question is not just about getting the correct answer, but knowing to learn more stuff about it.
Ganymede is the name of the moon, right?
Yes, yes, exactly. Also, one more thing. If you remember, I told you that the last four planets of the solar system are gaseous planets. It's also written here actually. It is mostly made up of gases like hydrogen and helium, which you can learn actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go to the next slide. Yeah, so Jupiter is obviously correct. What the following are some facts about a star. It is the closest star to Earth. Okay, we actually got the answer from this one sentence
Yes.
itself. So can you guess?
The sun.
Yeah, it is the sun, obviously. Okay. So yeah, you can go to the other statements as well. It provides heat energy to the planet, absolutely. Appears to rise in the east and set in the
Yes.
west. Yes.
Yes.
Center of the solar system. Okay.
Correct.
One fun fact I'd like to tell you, Rahil. Before the telescopes were made, people thought that it was the Earth which was the center of the solar system, and the sun and the moon and the other planets revolved around it. It is quite funny, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So absolutely correct. It is the sun. So Yes, we are done with the questions. Do you have any other doubts for today, Rahil?
No, it's a very good session.
Okay, did you enjoy it?
Yes.
Quite glad to hear it. So, yeah, can end with today's session. Thank you very much, Rahil. Have a nice day ahead.
Okay. Okay. Bye.
Bye bye.